What is going on, everybody? Patrick Quick here, and we are back again with another mystery tackle box unboxing from Walmart. And yeah, by the thumbnail, you saw it was 66. I don't have this number, so when I saw it, I had to pick it up. And if you don't know, I'm going to tell you, if you're a subscriber, you know I pay $17.88 for these at Walmart, and you pay $19.99 at Dick's and other places. So even though there may be more of a variety at Dick's and more numbers, I always wait till they come to Walmart to save that bread and see when a new number comes out. The panfish boxes, I don't know if I'm going to keep doing those. I haven't seen any new numbers lately, and the last few that I've done, they literally have had the same thing in there, like the Crick Hopper and some other stuff that is like just so similar. There's not as much of a difference in variety as there are these boxes, so these boxes, yes. Panfish boxes, probably not. I know there's a lot more lures and stuff they could put in the panfish kit that would be a lot better if they actually went about doing it. Like Berkley Gulp and some other stuff like that. I don't know if they sell Berkley products in these, but there's just like an idea. Like there's a lot of different stuff that they could throw in there than the same old repetitive stuff. There's a lot of panfish lures out there, so as I said, these, yes. Panfish, no. And if you're wondering, yes, this is still on the computer. The reason being is because I am trying different camera angles, and I am recording the videos a little bit differently with the camera because I wanted to bring a different quality and view of the lures, like close-ups with the camera pointing down instead of directly at me showing it. And I'm just practicing that way and doing some editing, and that's not ready yet. So when I found this box, I was like, I gotta get it out though. It's been a minute since I put out a video. I have said before that I wanted to try to do Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays unless something comes up through the week and I can't do that, this being one of those weeks. So even though I didn't get one out Monday, just know that it's for a good reason, and the content to come is going to be a lot better. Plus, I still want to see how the audio sounds off of the camera because I haven't quite got it into the editing system to hear the playback. I just have the shots on the camera so far. So I want to know that the audio is okay because there is not a way for me to have an external mic on the new camera, unfortunately. So I'm praying that everything is cool with it and the audio is going to sound good. And yeah, so that's where we're at with that, and that's why we're back on the camera. But without further ado, let's get into this box. And as I always do, recently with these, at the end of this, I'm going to have a title card at the end of the video. And I hope that you guys enjoy the research end of that, so you know the price, whether inflated or deflated, and if the box seems to be worth it to you, even with the slight depreciation if it did or whatnot because of the items that come in the box, because obviously you get to see those too. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the box. Of course, we have the dibble. Spinning versus casting, why, when, and where, and how to tie a Palomar knot, and where do anglers poop. So that is another dibble that's like a 4-peat or plus. There's only been a few of them that have been different. Seems like we're getting 5 items in this box, and it's on one of these cards instead of the sticker card. So this one actually has the cardboard. And the first thing that we have in here is a Livingston Lures Team Livingston Series Primetime CV 1.5 Bassmaster Classic Winning Sound Technology. It is another computer chip sound bait, and it's a smaller profile, which is cool. The other one's bigger. I'm probably going to use that in the river, to be completely honest, to try to target pike or muskie, or maybe big smallmouth if they want it. But this one is super cool. It's got that chrome and that holographic. It looks like it doesn't want to pick up the holographic on here. Or that you can see it somewhat here in the chin. but it goes throughout the thing, and there's some right here. So chrome, pink, yellow, and the shad dot on the tail, the red eyes. I like this matted finish, kind of circuit board type deal with the coffin bill. It's going to have a nice action. It's got this nice blue here on the top with that circuit board hexagonish kind of pattern to it, which is also really cool. I haven't activated one of these yet, but I still am going to try to do that if I can in the bathtub or something like that. But again, super cool looking bait. There's some more of that holographic. That's popping right there. Really cool looking bait. Nice that it's chrome with a little bit of accent. So it's going to mimic, the bait that they're used to quite a bit in the lakes and places that you go. Hooks are not super sticky, to be completely honest. Nothing like some of the other ones we've had, but they are still sharp and they are going to catch fish. And they are long shank. If you see, this is a longer shank. Some of the shorter ones are wider. I like those better, but still a good looking bait, good looking lure. And I'm excited to see how it fishes. Next, we have some net bait, red black tip Paca Slim 4-inch. So we got like a craw type creature. It's got a little nice scent to it. It's kind of like a slight licorice maybe. Kind of, it's a lot sweeter smelling than it is disgusting, which is nice. But there you can see the tips of it are red on the claws there. It's got its little eyes there, some antennas, some appendages that are going to move in the water. It'll be good as a trailer. It'll be good by itself if you're Texas rig or Carolina rig, however you want to throw it. But that nice black profile with the red tips, just a little bit of an accent to kind of give it a little bit of a flare. It's going to be a good silhouette in like a murkier kind of color where, the patterns and brighter stuff would be a lot harder to possibly see. At least there's going to be some sort of a shadow silhouette in the water because of the black coloration. And it's not a bad looking bait. I like the little ridgings on the claws. They're not very tall. They're very subtle. So I'm guessing that its movement might not be as sporadic as some of the ones with the giant ridges, but it's still going to give off enough that it's going to make the fish want to bite. So very cool. Next we have, of course, a little 2-pack of Mustad 4-aught hooks. It's nice to have these included. Those are going to work really well with those Paca Slims. So, excuse me. It's nice that they threw those in there. I always like it, like I've said in many of my videos. I like boxes that when you open them, you can take them and fish with them right away, have the hardware and everything to be able to fish the box. So, cool to have the hooks to use those with. And to use with these, even though these might need something else. These are some more Lucky John Pro Series. These are Mr. Greedy's. It's a lime chartreuse, 5-inch, 3-piece strong mackerel scent. Eatable soft lure, or edible. So I'm guessing that, I don't know if that's just the branding or if this is literally something they can eat and it's not going to like inflame inside their stomach and swell up and make them sick. So I'm curious. Maybe I'll look that up and put that in the last title video. But let's get one of these stinky guys out. I already know it's going to be stinky because it said mackerel scent. Yep. Almost like a shrimp though. Reminds me of their shrimp one. Very fishy, shrimpy smell. But there they are. Got that nice silver flake in there. That chartreuse body. Nice profile. It's thick, but slim. It's got that nice paddle on there. It's pretty loose, so it's going to have a nice big kick to it. It's got this joint here. I'm not sure. Actually, with this joint, I'm willing to bet that you can rip it right there and this can become a trailer. Or you could rip it a little bit higher up and that can be a trailer, and then it looks kind of like a little tadpole almost. Or you can use the whole thing. Has a little gap right here on the top where the hook is going to sit. So, like, instead of text posing, it can just sit right inside the slot if you hook it right. And then here's the actual gap down here on the bottom. You could put these on the 4-aught and swim it weightless and just, like, retrieve it. You can add a weight to it, or you can use this whole thing as a trailer of something, and I'm sure it will do pretty well. The only thing that I'm noticing is the tail is a little wonky. So this is the bait straight, and this tail should be like this, but it has a twist in it. And that just goes, you know, with some of these baits that aren't in the clamshell packaging. It has a little tray in here that it sits in, but it doesn't protect the tail. But another Lucky John bait, and last time I had a Lucky John, it was actually pretty pricey, like decently priced at least. And so I'm guessing that's going to raise the price of this box up if the same happens for those as it did those pink ones that I had gotten before. And the last thing that we have in the box, there goes the box, is a Thunderhawk spinnerbait, and it's called the Chief. And it does look like the Chief. It looks like it's got a headdress going on there and all sorts of tinsel and stuff you would put on a Christmas tree. So, let's get this open because I'm excited to see this. Oh yeah, it's definitely tinsel, and it's velvet. This is that like fake velvet. Huge skirt. I mean, like you can see, that is a puffy, huge skirt. Very colorful. Super bluegilly. The head is purple and white, as you can see. It's got that nice holographic eyeball. As the light hits that, nice size hook on there. There you can see where it's kept. It looks like a rubber band. I thought it was a zip tie at first, but it's a rubber band. But it is a giant skirt, and I'm not sure how durable it's going to be. Oh, nope. Actually, if you look closer, it's actually hand-tied. The tie does look a little loose. May need a little bit of super glue on the loose strand. It's just like 2 strands on there, though. So it probably would be okay. Super flashy. I mean, you can see that from the reason my lighting sucks is I use the like high traffic kind of lighting, not the soft light, but it's the brighter LED lights because I have a greater room in my home. I don't have my kitchen and dining room split or my living room. It's just all one huge room. So to illuminate that, I got the brighter lights instead of the soft lights. And that's why my lighting looks the way it is. But, I mean, when it hits this, I mean, you can see that shine. And on a nice sunny day in clear water, this thing is going to absolutely attract anything that it passes by. Maybe even the muskie in the lake that I go to, because this is kind of a big profile. And it's got these Colorados on here. And that is a free spinning 360 degrees. This one right here, you can see that, how I can spin it and it stays in place because of the swivel here. So that is really, really cool. It's going to give itself some good action. It's not going to get caught up like other blades can. It's got the other blade here. And one thing about the Colorado and the Willow, if you don't know about the Colorado or the Willow blades and what the difference is besides their shape, like obviously these round ones are Colorado and the ones that look like a willow tree leaf are the Willow blades. These are meant to fish slower. You fish it slower and it picks up and it vibrates like crazy. If you try to go too fast, it doesn't work very well. If you go too slow, it doesn't work very well. But it is a slower, steadier retrieve for the Colorado. The willow is meant to burn faster. You're supposed to fish those faster, and the blades work that way with the speed, as opposed to these that are more slow. The more you know. So, that is everything in the box. Again, I am sorry that I didn't get the videos out that I'm working on sooner. I am having fun learning the camera, and I can't wait to bring that content to you. If you haven't, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you don't miss my videos when they come out. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Go check out my other videos. Give those likes as well. Let me know what your favorite bait was that came in this box. Let me know if you think this box is worth it. And as always, thanks for sticking with me, and I will catch you all later.